touch on this screwdriver. Just move these little screws out of the way. Now all these wires, you can see there's only one set of wires, which are these ones. What I've got to be disconnected a little bit, just loosen it a bit, and that just enables you to move the frame around a little bit. That's all. Just see if that's got a bite on that screw. Yeah, it has. Just unscrewing it. It gives you a bit more play. That's all. For you to get this radial stiffener on. So it's just T35. That's going to go there like that. Again, on my seat again, guys. Hard working at this muck with me. Right, now what we've got to do is just cut off 4 of these pieces. We've got to cut off this piece here, and then we've got these pipe works, which is this one, this one. Hey all, welcome back to the channel, Rich43. Hope you're doing good, guys. Hope you're all well. Here we go then. I'm doing the Millennium Falcon from Fanhome at issue 63. Here's the mag, here's the parts. And coming up after this, guys, I'm going to do issue 64. It's a little insight to what's coming up next. So I'm going to put those over there. I'm going to keep cracking on with today's video, which again is issue 63. Here's the mag, here's the parts, which we'll take a look through in a sec. If you're not already subscribed, guys, subscribe, like, also comment, share, press that bell notification. You'll always be notified every time I put something up on the channel. If you haven't already, guys, remember to subscribe, like, also comment, share, press that bell notification. You'll always be notified every time I put something up on the channel. I've decided to do a couple of Millennium Falcon issues this week, as it looks like it's been a car fest. So I've got a lot of model cars to do, as you know, Dom's Charger, Supra, just to name a few. So I thought I'd give us a break from the car models and get some Millennium Falcon done. But later in the week, guys, I'll probably be doing some of Dom's Charger. So you've got that to look forward to, which I've just got over here. I've got loads of goodies, guys. So that's Dom's Charger. I've got some Millennium Falcon to be done. So it's all going off, guys. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, without further ado, let's crack on with Millennium Falcon from Fanhome. Okay, so here we go. We've got the mag, I've got the parts. Let's take a quick look at issue 63 of the magazine. Got the usual good content, guys. Some good reading. Princess Leia, love it. Some good reading between your builds. But straight into today then, guys. This is what parts we've received in this issue. Some hull frames, radial stiffener, plant-on details, and hull plating. Let's have a look what we'll be doing then in today's issue. Yeah, look like we're assembling more of the top framework. Just 2 pieces to put in by the looks of it. And then to finish off, we're going to be doing some fine detailing on the port recess. So without further ado, guys, let's get the parts over and take a look at those before we get cracking. So here we are then, guys. This is what I've just mentioned at the beginning of the video. We've got the framework, radial stiffener, and then we've got these 2 pieces here, which I would have thought were going to join together, something like that. And then we've got some plant-on details, which I would think these are going to be going on to this piece here. You can see the little holes, doing a bit of gluing, no doubt. So yeah, sit back, relax guys, let's crack on with issue 63 of the Millennium Falcon from Fanhome. So let's get these undone. Okay, so we've got 35, TF35 and TF36. So in a while we will be putting those onto the rest of the upper framework. But first of all, we've got to fit this radial stiffener. So this is probably, let me have a look, about 6 instructions. What we want to do is we're going to be joining these two pieces together like that. But to start off with, we get this 4-way connector, line that up with the holes like so, and then what we're going to do then is get 2 gold screws. I've just heard that, I'm not sure if you can hear it on camera, my chair is starting to creak. Whenever your chair starts to creak, guys, I always think about getting another chair. Right, now I do this every time. You have 2 different lengths of gold screws with this build, guys, and I have chose the smaller of the 2, which is not going to do the job, so I've just got another one there. Let's try that for a second time. There we go, beautiful. Get that thread, there you go. That's going right through. So yeah, that's beautiful, nice and tight. That's 1, 2 gold screws. Yeah, put those in nice and tight, guys. And then what you've got to do is take the other half of the radial stiffener. Basically put those in there like that. Line the holes up and do the same again with 2 bigger of the gold screws. Right, yeah, should be okay. Yeah, I thought I'd have a little bit of a break from doing the car models, as this week I've already done the DB5, the Supra, Toyota Supra. I do love doing them. As you know, I've got a lot of car models on the channel, but I thought I'd give you a break, give me a break, just refresh the brain, do something different, and get this Millennium Falcon out there. And guys, I'm on issue 63 today. Let me work out quick maths. 37 issues, and it's done, completed, which is amazing. It's scary how quick that's gone. Right, so that takes all the way to instruction 4 doing that. As you can see, that's all nice and secure now, it's not going anywhere. 4 gold screws are put in, and that's how that's looking. Now what I've got to do is bring the upper framework, and we'll get this connected to the upper frame. Okay, so I've brought the framework down. What it's telling us to do, guys, is undo this screw a tiny little bit, just loosen it a bit, and that just enables you to move the frame around a little bit, that's all. Just seeing if that's got bite on that screw. Yeah, it has. Just unscrewing it. And it gives you a bit more play, that's all, for you to get this radial stiffener on. So what you need to do now is basically push that under the turret ring, and then what we're going to do is get some black screws, 2, 4, 5 black screws, and screw this where it needs to be. So I'm just getting this pillbox, guys, you can see here, all my screws in. It's very worthy to get one of these, to be fair. It helps a lot, keep all your screws intact. And then we'll get this all put together. Now you probably should be saying now, where's his jig? Yeah, you should be using that jig really, guys, but I'm choosing not to. If you do that, I'm not telling you not to use the jig, but just be careful, because if you push down too hard on this frame, it will bend it and it's going to be all out of shape. So I'm just choosing just to be careful and do it that way. It's just a bit easier and simple for me to do it without the jig, to be fair. Just as I'm filming for you guys, that's all. You have got to be careful not to bend the frame. So I'm just standing there, see a minute, guys. Just line those holes up there. There we go. As you can see, I'm supporting it with my left hand anyway, so it should be okay. you just got to be very careful not to bend the framework. So what I'm doing, putting all these black screws in just loosely at first, and then what I'll do is tighten them all up, and then we'll move on to fitting the 2 pieces of frame we've also had in this issue. So those are nice and tight now. Yeah, once you put them all in, you can obviously tighten them up then. But when they're loose, you've got a bit more play to move things around, if that makes sense. But they're lovely and tight now. Last of all, let's tighten this tight ring screw. Yep, beautiful. Now I'm going to sit back down there. That's all done. And then what we're going to do now, guys, is attach the 2 frame pieces to there and there. As I keep getting in and out of my seat. So far then, fitting all this, that has taken us all the way up to instruction 9 of assembling the top frames. Now for instruction 10, it's saying take this frame here, which is T35, and that's going to go there like that. Again, on my seat again, guys. It's hard working at this model wheeling. Right, so let's get one of these little black screws on. Line the holes up, get those screwed in. There we go. Again, just put them in loose at first, and then when you're happy, tighten them all up. Just looking at my mic here on my chest, I'm going to try and get like a lanyard sort of thing and see if I can support it on there, because I've noticed when I'm editing, sometimes it brushes on my clothing, which makes the sound quality poor. And if I'm having to stand over the model like this, it sometimes moves about the mic, doesn't it? Doesn't do the job. Right, so that's T35 now fitted. And for instructions 11, 12, 13 and 14, we now have to apply TF36, just like that. So again, get 2 little black screws out. Get these screwed in. I can't believe how close we're getting to getting this done, guys. It's really scary, to be fair. Time's gone. As there is only 100 issues to this, so not long now. Okay, so yeah, all these frameworks are in there, and that takes us to the end of applying the upper framework. I'm just going to make sure these are all tight before we move on to the next stage. But it says in the instructions, put back on your jig and make sure these are supported, because you don't want to be bending any of the framework. So I'm going to move this out of the way now, tighten it all up, and we'll move on to the next part in this issue. Okay then, guys, so for the last part of this issue, we're now detailing the port recess. What we're going to do is apply, just at the minute, 4 of these pieces off here, which is going to be in a minute. First of all, we've got to apply this to this base here. So what we're going to do is, you've got 4 pins just here. We'll put a bit of glue on there and then just slot that into there. So if I just reach over here and get some glue, put a little bit of glue over each hole, like so, and also put a bit on each pin. Beautiful. I need to put a bit just over there, and then self-explanatory, the shape of it, guys, just push it in. He says, shouldn't have said that, should I? The easy bits are always the hardest bits. Figure that out. There we go. I made a right pig here of that, didn't I? But there you go, that's him. Now we're going to fit on some details. Right, now what we're going to do is just cut off 4 of these pieces. We've got to cut off this piece here, and then we've got these pipe works, which is this one, and this one. So I'm going to get them cut out and I'm going to apply it to this piece here, which is the recess. Okay, so I've cut all these pieces off Plant-on details, guys. As you can see, this is the first one, this is number 1. What you can do is get a nail file if you want to just sand these down or pick it with your nail. That'll be suffice. That's how that's looking. And of course, get yourself some of these guys. Best thing I ever got. I cut them right down, so usually you ain't got to file them down, if that makes sense. So let's put a bit of glue on these pins, like so. And then what we're going to do is apply this to these 2 holes here. Line that one up. Simple as that. So that's the first Plant-on detail in. Now we're going to apply this second Plant-on detail. So again, you've got 2 pins underneath. Just apply a bit of glue to each one. There we go. And this goes down the centre, like so. There you go. Just pop that in there. Give it a couple of seconds to dry. That's how we're looking. So that's the first one. That's the second one. Let's keep on moving and do the third Plant-on detail. This third piece has to go in the furthest hole away there, and the nearest one to you, just there. And let's put some glue on the ends of these. Brilliant. And it doesn't go in these holes, guys, looking at it. It goes in the hole on there, but this actually does rest just in that crevice there. So apply that in that hole, as I said. And then that just goes there like that. So you just wait for that to dry. That's how that's looking. And then the fourth Plant-on detail, which we've got here, that again just sits in there and goes in the hole on this piece here, which is not too difficult, but it is a bit fiddly because you don't want to be knocking the the other piping off. So I'm just getting my tweezers to do this, guys. Bear with if you can't see what I'm doing at the minute. There we go. And you're just going to wait patiently for that to dry. Very effective, but very fiddly into that until the glue dries. That's not gone in that hole as much as I thought it was going to. But it's in. And they're getting secure as they're drying. So yeah, that is it, guys. And that is it for this issue of the Millennium Falcon. I've got more coming in the next video, guys. I'm going to do the next issue, which is 64. And also subscribe to see that. But for now, that is it. Do stay tuned till the end, and I'll give you a nice little outro, close-up shot, etc. And also, guys, if you want to see the progression of all my models, I'm now doing a weekly short instead of the weekly recap. It's going to be the weekly short where I'll just show you a minute worth of what the model is looking like at this time. So yeah, that's it for now, guys. Take care. See you soon. And that is it for today, guys, for this first Millennium Falcon pack. We're going to be doing another one next time, guys. So next up on the channel, as I said at the beginning, we're going to be doing another Millennium Falcon from Fanhome. Today was pretty cool. We've done more of the top frame and put some detail in on, let's have a look, on the port recess, which you can see just here, which is what you've just seen on the video. I do hope you enjoyed it, guys. Remember to give us a big like, and also, if you're not already, subscribe for more. Press that bell notification. You'll always be notified every time I put something up on the channel. But for now, guys, take care. See you soon. Peace.